I would like to take you back about 12 years of my life. I was a student on the Academy of Fine Art, and because I was so talkative, they asked me if I can bring Hungarian student from his dorm to the academy and show him a city, say something about it, say something about the academy. And when we were walking through the city, I picked him up and we were walking through the city and I was explaining a lot of stuff. I have done the worst advertisement ever. Really, the worst. If there's any competition for the worst advert, I was the winner that day. Because I said that there was no interesting place to go out, no place to visit, streets are dirty, air is polluted, cities are disgusting, region is not even better, and so on, so on. And this guy, he was a student of the architecture. And we were walking through the city, Jagiellońska Street in the center. And he had stopped, pointed at the buildings, and said, look, but these buildings are beautiful. So I've done the same, look at the buildings, and I had to agree, because they were beautiful. And that time I realized that there's a big difference between seeing and looking. In my opinion, love to the Silesia is very tough. You need to put a lot of effort to fall in love in this region. Nothing is obvious here. Nothing is easy. And you need time to know Silesia. And now I can say that I have changed, and maybe we do not have medieval market squares or Renaissance churches or Baroque churches. And we do not have a Krakow castle on the hill, you know, with the story about the dragon and the cave and legends. But we have something else, something which for me it's unique and extraordinary, something which is deeply rooted in our local history. We have industrial monuments. And 500 meters from this place where we are at this moment, I think if my intern GPS is good behind us, there is a former coal mine. It was called Katowce. It was founded in 1823. And you should know that Katowice became a city 42 years later. So you can imagine how big developed this coal mine had for the city. And after 176 years, this coal mine was closed in 1999. And in fact, imagine, at the beginning it was a place for thousands of miners. They worked there. And in 1999 it became a failure, a misfortune for us, for miners, for region, for the city. And as you see, the situation has changed. This area was revitalized, and now you can find the Silesian Museum, National Orchestra, and even this place where we are here at this moment. And this former coal mine was a great inspiration for the architect because he decided to put all building underground, in fact. These white cubes, what you see, are some kind of windows. Only one cube is an administration building. So you can learn Silesian history underground in the place where real coal mine were. And when we talk about industrial monuments, I can't ignore a silver mine in Tarnowskie Góry. This underground labyrinth of historical excavation joined UNESCO World Heritage List this year in July, and after that they have really big boom of tourists, but that's not the point. The point is that there's a quite interesting story about industrial espionage. Baron, I had to check the name, Heinrich Friedrich von Stein. It's a German surname. You should know that Silesia not all the time was Polish, it was German as well. And this guy had been traveling through the United Kingdom because he was searching some new technologies that could be used in silver mine in Tarnowskie Góry because they had big problem with water underground. And he had visited corn mill in London in order to watch steam engine. And the first steam engine on the continent in Europe, because England is an island, Great Britain is an island, and the first steam engine in Europe was set in motion in Tarnowskie Góry. And on the one hand, it was a great technological progress, and on the other one, it was the first industrial tourist attraction because of this steam engine. Silver mine was visited by a lot of people, unknown and well-known. Imagine, ladies with dresses going down to see machine. They have even gold book separated for ladies times and separated for gentlemen. And for example, this mine was visited by Tsar Alexander, Goethe, or Humboldt. And I have a question. How many of you have ever been in a coal mine? So, not so bad. Not so bad, but still we have a lot of to do. And I have, for those people who haven't been underground, I have a great news because you can choose here. We do not have only silver mine. We have some other mines. And you should know that in France or in Germany, it's impossible to go underground because all mines are closed and it's forbidden to let tourists inside. So you can go to the silver mine or you can go to Zabrze, where is Guido coal mine. And in silver mine, you go only 70 meters down. Of course, you use lift. In Guido, imagine Eiffel Tower standing on the ground. And after that, you move it underground and you go 320 meters deeper. And there I can say that you can almost feel like a miner, almost because you do not have all equipment and you don't work. That's the difference. But the atmosphere, it's more or less the same like in working coal mine. I was on 100 and 300 meters underground, and really there's no difference. Of course, I had to change my clothes. That's only one. And what is very nice there, you can take extreme road there. You will change your clothes, get equipment, get dirty, and take a shower after that. They offer also concerts. Everything is underground. Concerts, performances, conferences, and there's also pub where you can drink beer. Again, 300 meters and 320 meters under. If you want more industrial stories and you want to see more industrial place, visit Industrial Monument Road. You can learn there not only how coal was mined or silver extended, but you can also see how newspapers were printed, people lived, and water, for example, was treated. In Printing Museum, all machines are up and running. You can make your own matrice and print it with your hands. You can learn some typography. Next place, left bottom, Upper Silesia narrow gauge can take you from Bytom to the Tarnowskie Góry silver coal mine. In the background, you can see our industrial cathedral. We call this building like this. It's great and enormous. And it's called Power Plant Sząbierki. Here we have water supply station, and they have still old steam pumps and modern one, and they still deliver water for the upper Silesia. So some places are still working factories, some of them are changed for museums. And what can I say more? That if you want to feel industrial spirit, visit us next year in July, because every year here is organized Industriada. It's a festival on industrial heritage. Sounds serious, but in fact it's a great event where, I forgot about Nikiszowiec. It's a settlement in Katowice, and you can see how people, how miners were lived, because all this settlement was built especially for them, all infrastructure. So here we have Industriada. You can visit not only museums, but also working factories. They are open special for tourists, and it's extraordinary. You can talk with former workers or former miners, because we still have these people, and they have really wonderful histories to hear. You can take a part in some performance with this industrial environment, and see something that is not standard. It was opening of the one place. So, as you see, I have changed a lot. I have fallen in love in Silesia, and at this moment I think that maybe it was a disaster for us. Everything was polluted because of industry, but now it's added value for whole cities here, because these areas were given back to society and they have new functions. So if you are here, try to convince yourself to the industrial Silesia. Thank you.